is up, everybody? It's No One Shall coming right back at you with another Star Trek Fleet Command video. Today we are going to talk about the Swarm events. We have these events on Swarm Sunday, and we have these events until 10th, I guess, 11th. That's what the calendar is saying, until next Tuesday. So I just want to talk about them from my personal experiences to speak what my grievances or my struggles are with them as of this point, and probably a lot of you guys have the same issues. So these events are kind of weird, odd sometimes. The payouts are great at my level. The payouts are really great. But the thing is, for me to finish heroic, I have to either kill 37.5 35s or 186 32s. And where my Franklin sits right now, it sits at give me a second, I need to fix it. I didn't mean for my donation thing to pop up on the screen. Let me get rid of that. One moment. I'm going to leave this in here because all my videos are always going to be one takes, and I'm not going to change them. I'm lazy. Alright, here we go. Sorry about that. So, the payouts are great. 4 million at the top of TRIT for me. That's 6 million. That's not a bad amount of TRIT because the repair on the Franklin is rather cheap for most ships in the game, and we all know that. But the problem is behind the Franklin and behind these events, yeah, this one's easy, 75 swarm kills. That's no biggie. And then you have the Threat from Beyond event, or the leaderboards, which I don't really care for much. There's only the top dogs with that, and I don't think it's worth the effort to do that, in my opinion. The Alliance ones are kind of foobar in a sense, because the top dog alliance gets 200k frequency modulators and 2400 ultra Riku tokens, and the secondary one gets 100k frequency modulators and 1750. These need to be amped up a lot more for the work that the alliances are doing. It needs to be dropped to at least 2 million for the top, 1.5, and give us a little more to it, so a lot of our Franklins can be actually leveled up correctly. Because the main concern about these swarm events that everyone has is that the Franklin is really expensive to level up. So, for me to get another gun up, it's going to cost me 2.4 million frequency modulators. I'm not looking at the rest of the stuff because this is a tier 8 Franklin, and right now I can get about 39 to 40 kills out of it for the level 32 swarms. I can't even get 1 kill out of it for the 35s at the moment. I would guess I have to have the Franklin fully tiered 9'd up to get it, and it's a pain, but right now I'm not horribly bad. I want to show you my officer setup so some of you guys can be aware of what officers I use on the Franklin, so you guys can see what works best for you. And this has been my best crew. I know people are saying use this crew, use this crew, use this crew, but they don't seem to be working. I seem to get the best odds on this one. So we have Cadet Uhura, which her main ability is Cadet Uhura increases your shield health by 14%. So it increases your shield health. That's great. And then if you look at her secondary ability, it's Cadet Uhura's. Let's go back to yep, that's it. Sorry, her main ability is what really matters. Scan the enemy. Cadet Uhura decreases the weapon damage done by the opponent by 50%. So that's more to your damage mitigation. That's great. I was using Instructor Spock before because he was good for damage mitigation, but Cadet Kirk seems to be really good. Cadet Kirk increases the weapon damage to your ship by 20%. It increases the output. So you have your output from your research, and then that to bump it up, which that's bloody amazing. And then if we look at Talons is your opponent. If the opponent's hostile, Talon decreases the damage by kinetic weapons by 20%, which are Swarm, not Chen. Chen is all energy based, but Talon is good for interceptors in general. He's the greatest. And you always want to bulk up your bottom end. You want to get your stats down here, where my head is right now, as high as possible. Let me move my face so you guys can see. So, I have 100, 190. I'll have to work with it more, but you want to get 100 down the board, or at least your attack and your health and your defense as high as possible for these kind of things. If not, you're going to struggle at it. But your Franklin is going to be one of your most versatile ships. Not versatile, but one of your more single-use ships in a sense in this game. Because you have your dailies. I don't know if I have mine up. So, you have these dailies every day. it helps you finish at each time your dailies in general. That's the amazing thing about having the Franklin. It helps you finish your total daily goals on a daily basis, which is bloody amazing if you think about it. It means less, like, let's say you're going dual faction and you can't do your federation, but you need to finish your daily loyalty token. These give you that option of doing that instead, to actually be able to have yours done quicker, have your whole dailies done, the total amount of 255 or whatever you're at. Remember, disclaimer on this video, it does have to do with a lot of research, and it does have to do with a lot of officer bonuses and stuff like that. But if let's look at the research right now. So I want to tell you guys what research actually works and what's actually important in my opinion. So for the Franklin, if you can get into this territory right here, Swarm weak points, swarm targeting, swarm jammer, swarm fortification. If you can get yourself into these, the first one, this one's gonna be your most important one, swarm weakness, because at your first level it gives you a 1500% bonus out of it for your weapon damage. There's 15%, and then these are negligible to anything because I've never seen any like meaningful gain from these, but you have to research these to get that the swarm weak points. That's gonna be your key research you're gonna want to focus on. The other one I highly suggest is explore regeneration, because explore regeneration takes away your downtime on your shield's regen abilities, which is amazing. It helps a lot because every time you hit your enemy, your shield will pop down, and you have that certain amount of time gap where it takes to regenerate your shields. Those are important even for normal hostile battles or even your PvP battles. These right here are very important. And then in the combat tree, what you want to research for the Franklin, especially for the Franklin, is all your explore boost. Explore hull boost, your explore tactics, explore shields, your firepower, your targeting array, especially firepower, because that's going to increase your longevity of like your battles, making them, not longevity, the shortness of your battles, and make them shorter and shorter and shorter. That's the thing about them. Like if I want to use my Franklin, I really don't want to deploy it right now, but I'll deploy it for you guys so you guys can see exactly the event, what my Franklin does, the damage output and stuff like that. So let me wait. Give me about 47 seconds. In general, I'm happy with the swarm event. It's worked well. The payouts have always been great at 30. 30 and 31. When I hit 32 is when I had to hit that 35 hit point, and I'm just like, dude, this is horrible. But the payouts are still worth it. And for me, I always need trit, so I'm always refining trit for the biomaterials. I'm always doing it. It always helps me out. I always store it up. I always save it up. I don't do any of that else because the steel is easy to get usually. I have way too much steel, as you guys seen, because I finished a lot of my hostile missions. That's just part of being hostile captain or combat missions or higher up. I always finish those as quick as possible because I like having the dill. I like having the recruits. I like having the recruit tokens, because the recruit tokens are the thing that really does help you a lot. And I know everyone says the dill or the combat missions are like a savings account that you can't, after you pull it out, you can't get the money out of it anymore, and that's true. But I use them for the level ups because your officers are very important in this game. It makes or break every battle your officer and crew setup. One of these days I need to go through some of the ones I really want to talk about or go through, but that was what this video is about, how frustrated I can be with the swarm, but how happy I am with it all at the same time because of the payouts you get from it are bloody awesome. The crews or the officers you get, the rares you get for my level. I know others get just uncommons, which is still amazing for it. You just got to get that Franklin up. You got to bash your head into that wall and grind it out. It's one of the better grinds in this game because it's more rewarding because you can use it on a daily basis for your dailies. Alright guys, this is No One Shall punching out. Remember guys, stay positive, stay happy. There's a Discord link down below if you guys want to join my Discord. There's a donation link down below if you want to drop a donation. You don't have to, but I'd love you for it. If you guys want to check out some of the streaming gear I have, there's some Amazon affiliate links at the bottom. So if you click on one of those links at the bottom, and if you purchase something from Amazon through one of those links, it gives me a small kickback, which would help awesome. Alright, that's about it for no one. Or for me. Alright guys, peace out. Stay positive. Have a great day.